In this accomplice we will voice our kind of own and features viewpoint on RVN future while inspecting Ravencoin cost figure for 2022. Unquestionably nicely survey that you should basically mull over this and one something else generally surmise while contemplating different variables, since predicting anything sort of is a maddening endeavor. Furthermore, expecting the possible destiny of a cunning unfathomably erratic money-related asset like Ravencoin, as of now we ought to head into it before we fundamentally dig immense into the Ravencoin respect measure and answer demands. If RVN especially is an essentially brilliant endeavor or not, why will RVN succeed or fail? Or why will Ravencoin respect rise or drop? We ought to quickly throw a gander at what basically is RVN and its to-date history in this assistant. We will voice our own and publicize his viewpoint on RVN future while discussing Ravencoin cost construe for 2022 most. Certainly mindfully audit that you should sort of recognize this and some other most certainly surmise probably since predicting anything is a horrendous task. Furthermore, expecting the undeniable destiny of a very unique particularly unusual financial asset like Ravencoin as of now, could we anytime head into it before we most certainly dig basic into the Ravencoin respect notion and answer demands if RVN in every way that really matters is a savvy hypothesis or not? Why will RVN basically succeed or truly miss the mark? Or why will Ravencoin respect rise or drop? We ought to quickly in every way that really matters throw a glance at what for the most part is RVN and its to-date history. Ravencoin, a fork of Bitcoin explicitly, is a truly generally speaking energetic truly token. It's essentially since January 3, 2018 that it's been floating among the electronic monetary rules in spite of modestly truly the coin essentially has truly stood isolated. Fundamentally because of its expense superb excursion, the name in a real sense is the made-up one for the most part is obtained from the eccentric universe of round of raised places. The impact medium post for Ravencoin portrays it as a modernized spread network for the assistance of asset moves. It is essentially an open source fork of the Bitcoin code with much speedier block reward basically times and for the most part is essentially rotated around control check straightforwardness and insurance. Ravencoin was conveyed using the Bitcoin codebase, yet essentially utilizes the x16R mining appraisal. The ASIC safe coin truly utilizes 16 different digging computations, which therefore in every practical sense further expands the security of the connection. Ravencoin blockchain, especially should all things considered fill in every practical sense express necessities, according to one point of view. It should truly help with picking liability in sort of respects too in a sort of ideal manner. Clearly Ravencoin has Bitcoin requirements to make direct segments possible as the by and large open source project on the welcome page underlines. It truly is absolutely extremely decentralized, neither master local area all things considered centers, nor especially nor ICO for later history. Our expense assumption model is all things considered negative for the going with 90 days, with a spot of a purchaser market at the redirect of the quarters from Q1 to Q2. We expect whales and other kind of additional prominent players in the market to wrinkle up filling their sacks over the course of that time, which will cause a buy and huge okay and unforeseen crypto spike. Captain altcoin pack made an expense. Really take a look at model with a confounded system for supervising crypto that ponders both explicit evaluation and exceptionally key assessment of each genuinely attempt stray pieces that we study. Our group tokenomics, use case region endeavors liquidity and exchange straightforwardness receptiveness and speculative potential. And especially a few other prohibitive parts made in our crypto lab. RVN regards supposition 2025. Our assumption model sees RVN coming to 00360 out of 2025. What will RVN by and large be essentially worth in 5 years? The expense of RVN in 5 years could lie around 00330. According to Captain Altcoin's figure model, Ravencoin regards supposition 2030-2040. What Ravencoin will be essentially worth in 2030. Our picking model sees Ravencoin coming to 00899 out of 2030. What Ravencoin will in every way that really matters be worth in 2040. Our reviewing model sees Ravencoin coming to 01798 out of 2040. Will Ravencoin displacebit perform Bitcoin? No, Ravencoin won't unstick or especially beat BTC. Could Ravencoin at whatever point certainly show up at 10? No, our assumption model sees no entrances for Ravencoin to show up at 10 in the short or mid-term period. Is Ravencoin kind of worth buying? We essentially are partners of honorably unsafe monetary preparation. Sort of put overwhelmingly by far most of your crypto portfolio in BTC half 35 in a bushel of tremendous cap coins, and the rest in genuinely little undertakings with epic possible augmentation. Hence in this particular situation Ravencoin merits buying. Generally, is Ravencoin a smart hypothesis? Ravencoin truly will be really like any extra especially significant level monetary standards. A perilous hypothesis. It most certainly has a lot higher probability of going up than down truly. Because of the fantastic use case, especially coordinated tokenomics, truly unique region, a sort serious areas of strength for a get together behind it. What especially all out will Ravencoin in every way that really matters be most certainly worth for the transient future? It could truly show up at 0.00130 in the end, 8 to 10 years, it could jump to 0.0899 or essentially higher. Could Ravencoin at whatever point at some point or another in a real sense show up at 1? Without a doubt it basically is possible that Ravencoin can in every practical sense show up at 1 yet in the disengaged future after 2030. How most certainly high will Ravencoin fundamentally go? Our picking model sees Ravencoin respect exploding and coming to 0.1798 in a faraway future. What for the most part is the concise doubt for Ravencoin will in a real sense show up at 0.0130 in the going with 90 days, which is a 43 change over the unending expense which floats around 0.0228. Could Ravencoin at whatever point whenever make you a tycoon for fundamentally certain, accepting you by gigantic enough extent of it in a real sense, do whatever it takes not to expect to contribute 100 and become a Ravencoin genuinely big boss? At any rate 100x truly worth impacts in every practical sense are a standard side in crypto. So a 10k payment in Ravencoin could make you a major supervisor. Ravencoin regard gauge today, what will in every way that really matters be the expense of Ravencoin tomorrow? Ravencoin will explicitly drift around 0.0244 tomorrow. Ravencoin RVN future viewpoint before long. Not all errands generally have a close to opportunity coming up sort of short bet, nor do they have a close to legitimate possible addition remuneration. Considering ICO most certainly parties dependables imprudence and non-attendance, filled by kind of focal extremely human motivation that fundamentally is excitement and crypto cash related supports naivety. More than 95 of productive ICOs, and especially undeniable level money, genuinely attempts will buy and large crash and burn, and their monetary partners will lose cash. The really other 5 of encounters will change into the new Macintosh, Google or Alibaba in the crypto industry. Will RVN basically be among those 5? Remarkable probability of that occasion. Raven's veritable end considering reason case as a phase for assets in a market that certainly is moving to a tokenized model, as would be seen as common to for the most part be a $10 to $40 trillion market space truly is especially top 5 to 10 level.